No Switch jokes. No, none. All right, let's do. So, firstly, Kirby.
I'm very, very okay. First of all,
I feel like it's Pokemon Sun and Moon up in here because just like I'm like, oh, Star Allies, man, they haven't released a bit on it, and that's what they Star Allies, new boss, new this, new this. Like, guys, stop, guys.
the thing what you're forgetting is that, and it's become very, very, very clear. Kirby is Nintendo's favorite franchise.
Of course it is.
So they are going to dump Kirby. Like this is Kirby's. It's not the first Kirby game this year, and it's March.
Yeah.
So yes, they're going to be throwing information at you.
Look, I know this game's going to be good. Just like I could just. You gotta get with a guarantee.
HAL Laboratories are a national treasure.
Exactly.
An international treasure.
So I already my two problems with Star Allies, well, it's not even so much with Star Allies, but just as a result of, is that Kirby games have had such lore at this point that I kind of don't want to be spoiled anymore. But I know that I'm going to be because God damn it, YouTube. And also Know Your Meme and a lot of places.
I mean, it's not as bad, as egregious as Pokemon.
Those
true. People are heartless.
Yeah, they are. But the second issue is remixes. Because I've had this little problem lately, just like, how many ways are they going... I feel like they're going to run out eventually. Especially of DDD's theme. Because I forget which... What
you
came
say
out?
that, but Green Hill's own theme.
Well, people have been hating some of the remixes.
Yeah, I still think the original is my favorite.
The thing is with DD's theme is one of my favorite things in Kirby. Kirby has a lot of things to go off, especially since they're referencing stuff like Dreamland 2, like with some of the bosses. I think they still have some to work off with, but because DDD's theme is like in every game now, the one for the final boss of Battle Royale is like my favorite DDD theme. I was just like, I'm going through like, holy crap, there's been so many, but there's been one game, and I forget which one it was, one recent game, where it didn't sound, I finally reached a point where it's just like, okay, this isn't sounding different at all. And I'm wondering if they ever, like, make more, if they'll ever dare to, like, replace a theme. Because they can, like, remix, like, I don't know, a theme, like, with King D Mind. But I don't know if they'll ever replace these themes. Like, are they going to ever run out of ways to make it? I mean, there are a whole bunch of ways to do music.
Yeah,
but
it's not that music can run out.
That is
Even
true.
though I did read a sci-fi story where that happened.
But I had a story about that. But yeah, I just wonder if we'll get to the point where I'm just like, yeah, that's not really that much different from this, and just whatever, man. I just hope that the Kirby music never blends together for me. That's all.
So after that 2 minutes of talk about music,
I mean that's what as I said, everything else I'm already just like, it's Kirby. It's Kirby.
It's Kirby.
Come on.
There's not much to say. I'm very happy with seeing Kirby's friends return, obviously because it's about friends. So seeing his dream.
Oh crap,
friends,
Marks! You don't know about Marks, but when
Marks.
Marks came, it was just like, that son of how dare he show his face to us again?
The thing that makes me very interested. First, I'm happy to see the friends back because that's since Dreamland 3 is my favorite Kirby game.
And you still haven't played Dreamland 2.
Yeah, I haven't played Dreamland 2.
That's where GUI comes from, I think. Dreamland 3.
It's 3 because they said GUI from 3, but I'm assuming the friends are from 2.
The friends are from 2.
The entire time I was thinking through the entire franchise, the friends need to return. It's weird to me that they haven't. They need to come back, and they finally have. Unfortunately, they are come back as allies, so it's not like we'd have power fusions with them. Dude, but we're still having power fusions.
Dude, we're already having power fusions. Don't get too crazy
here.
here.
Way too complicated.
That would be almost jump the shark, Kirby.
It wouldn't, because Kirby can do anything he wants.
Well, yes, Kirby goes to church on Sunday. I'd buy it. But I'm saying that it would be
too complex.
It would be too complex,
and I'm still fine because Crystal Shards mechanic is also a mechanic I wanted to return, and that's returning.
Yeah.
So I'm very satisfied with that.
Yep.
What I'm also interested in, what's that girl, the painter everyone wants to come back?
Adeline.
She's coming back.
Wait, she is?
No, but she is.
Oh,
I mean, obviously, they said this is the first set of
Oh,
DLC
yeah, and
friend.
considering the
She's
pain and considering the painter ability.
obviously coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
So
I
that's
believe
good.
that.
I mean, everyone was thinking Bandana D was gone. Now he's back now.
As being Bandana D was also in Battle Royale and stuff like that. Just yeah, it's Kirby. Come on.
So that's
I'm
good.
glad that from the very beginning I was a fan of Kirby because I could just recognize its quality. It's great. Now for Sushi Strikers.
I saw people complaining that out of all the games from the 3DS to bring to the Switch, Sushi Strikers. And that's so funny to me.
I mean, I didn't even know this game existed, so to hear that is actually hilarious.
For a second, I thought that they canceled the 3DS version and just brought it to the Switch completely. Because I heard nothing about it until this reveal.
I always find it because let's put it this way. It's good that things like this are getting like postage here, but I always find it hilarious where just like okay, just like Kirby, yeah. By the way, Sushi Strikers, this is just Sushi Strikers, man. You throw sushi, do this, and now No More Heroes and other things, all that stuff. Just Sushi Strikers just in the middle. It's like, see guys. So it's just it's always hilarious to me.
It's so. Is it right to say it's so Japanese?
It is. I mean, duh.
The whole sushi has been extinct, and the whole anime cutscenes. It feels.
That's why I've loved recent like Puyo Puyo and Bomberman because I love how they just take the concept and just go fun Saturday morning anime time with it.
Yeah,
it's great.
So that's what stood out to me in that trailer.
Yep. So now next is Okami, which I could play on the Wii when I want, but I just hope that the directions. I hope they fix the directions for the painting.
What I was wondering the entire time is when I'm assuming that Okami HD is coming to the Switch.
Technically you have the Joy-Cons, which would technically make that more precise. Yeah. So yeah, I guess in like okay, I guess I have little to worry about now that I think about it.
What I was thinking about was Okami HD for the Switch. So Okami then is going to come eventually.
You see,
was it even what was it for? 3DS or DS?
DS. You see, the issue of that, maybe it'll come to 3DS, but not a lot of people remember Okami Den, and a lot of people
definitely made it come to the 3DS at the same time as Okami HD.
And a lot of people who've played Okami Den say it's a definite step down. So I don't know.
They could always improve it.
That is true. But yeah, I know Okami is a good game. I've already watched the Hellfire Comms thing on it.
I was very confused when Okami HD came out for everything else. It felt very... And I want to be generous to Capcom and say that they planned to do this all along. Make Nintendo announce it. Because Nintendo is getting the allowance announced. All the other third-party stuff, Nintendo's like, no, we'll announce that on our own time. Like Dark Souls or Undertale.
We'll get to those.
Which we'll get to. But basically, it felt weird to me, and I'm thinking that the real answer is Capcom's like, this Switch ain't going nowhere. Oh my god, guys, and just throw everything on the Switch. Because I'm assuming that, like everyone says, Monster Hunter World, like yeah, they just didn't want to have parity, but I'm assuming they expected the Switch to fail. So like, let's not throw Monster Hunter in it.
Darn it! My thing, I just always imagine that there's one guy who just like, but guys, sure the Wii U thing happened, but according to my market share, it's like, dude, come on, like Nintendo's been dead, man, and just like they're all laughing, and then cut to this happening, and you just see like people rushing to his office, and he's just reclined in the chair, just looking at them with the smuggest of grins.
And that person reclining in that chair is Bethesda.
What?
Because they went on early, and you're like, yeah, we know what we're doing.
Man. But yeah, now for No More Disappointments.
I know nothing, like literally nothing.
No More Heroes is one of those, it's like one of those, it's pseudo-realistic, but it has pseudo-realism mixed with wacky anime stuff. It's weird, but it's also cool. But this is a complete gameplay change and everything. So when they revealed, just like No More Heroes coming back, like, oh man, I can't wait to do this, and then see this, like,
The thing is, what made people think this is a spin-off? It was called Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. They're like, okay,
Instead of
let's
No More
brace
Heroes,
ourselves
something
for
else.
the fact that it might be a gameplay change. So I do see people like, yeah, I'm going to buy this because it does look interesting.
I mean,
Is this a first-party game? I have no idea.
is it? I think it might be.
Or maybe second-party.
Yeah, who knows? I'm not usually up to snuff with those kind of things.
It's just that the trailer does look really good.
Yeah.
The concept sounds cool. So
I mean, I don't have.
the concept sounds generic, but not in a bad way.
Yeah, I don't have enough of an attachment to because I have it. I have the original No More Heroes. I can just use. Wait, do I? I think I did. So. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
No More Heroes. Yeah, I
It's
guess
coming back.
I'll check it out. Next is Octopath
This is
Traveler.
the first RPG in ages where I want and this also might seem weird. This was my I need a Switch game.
Oh wow, really?
I just other games I'm like, yeah, I need a Switch for Odyssey, obviously, but I really want to play this. So I love the idea of you can go through the game in 8 different ways because they all interact with the world in different ways.
I do love that concept, but
I also love the art style. And even though, for some reason, I love what's that game called? Final Fantasy Tactics 8 Took
Hmm.
And that Tactics is now my RPG go-to standard. So playing regular RPGs feels kind of weird to me. But this is going to probably finally break me into just playing standard RPGs other than Pokemon.
Finally, but
Right.
I'm not gonna hold my breath. Either the way I see it, this is gonna end one of two ways. You're going to play it and you're just like, yeah, it was good. I probably overhyped myself, but whatever. Or you're going to play it and it's going to be the second Final Fantasy Tactics A2 Grimoire of the Rift, and I'm going to want to shoot you. But
I'd love that. Because I played.
oh, I'm sure you would.
A2 Grimoire
I'm
of the Rift
sure you would.
At least 5 times. If I could play this, well, I'm going to play it 8 times. My gosh, okay. 5 times 8.
Okay, I don't even want to come to terms with such a reality. Okay, can we move on? Because I don't have much to say at all. Because it's not my cup of tea.
The thing is, it seems kind of complex. If every single, oh my gosh, I'm gonna play more than 8. Yeah, if every single of the Octopath has every single other secondary ability, that sounds very complicated.
I'm sure it's one of those things where
Complicated in a good way, as in a very deep and complex gameplay.
Okay.
So that's really all I have
awesome.
to say.
Yeah, it's
And the art style. We
Yeah.
already mentioned.
It's not my cup of tea, so maybe I'll check it out later. But it's not really appealing to me right now. But now it's time for Dark Souls. Dark Souls is what I meant.
Oh, I actually one other thing about Octopath Traveler.
Oh, of course. What is it?
It's clear that there's a tiny branch of Square Enix that really likes making classic Square Enix games, and
Well, duh.
I'm so happy that Nintendo's giving them the opportunity to do that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Dark Souls Remastered. I have the original. Well, I have Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition here, but haven't played it yet because I just don't see a reason at this point. Maybe it's one of those games where I'm just like, once I finish a lot of my recording work and such, I'd look at it like, oh yeah, and then maybe I'll try it. It's not something that really appeals to me. Same, I've looked at Bloodborne playthroughs. I mean, I had to sit through Game Grumps for that one, but certain ones is like, yeah, it's interesting. I kind of do like how they do the lore, even though I think it's just a bit too cryptic. But just I kind of like how they do the lore and such, and I love the aesthetics for certain places. But it's just something that's on my radar for being something that I could just have, just a little good time for.
For me, I have nothing to say because that conversation's already been had. Hey, mature games coming to the Switch. We're gonna talk about that later on with another game. Hey, third-party games coming to the Switch. You already know that's happening. Remasters launching at the same time. Yeah, we know. Yeah, there's nothing to say except that Amiibo. It's nice that Nintendo's going full third party with let's make amiibos for other games completely, and they're practically banking on this is going to sell because of the meme, and the sad part is it's true.
The Thrall, I don't think. Well, yes, but not as much as you think. No, I know. You're giving me a look, but true. I think you're doing it just overhyping it just a little bit.
No, I'm not really overhyping.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
no.
that
Okay,
the
I mean
meme
with the
is going to
selling,
make it
with
sell.
the selling. I mean, I think
And
it's
also
obviously
people really
going
like Amiibo.
That is true, but I think
For some reason. Well, I'm just kidding around.
Yeah,
I know why
yeah.
people like it.
yeah, but yeah,
I wonder what that Amiibo's going to do in Smash Bros.
Don't you start. But yeah, Mario Tennis Aces. I have to say, while they didn't talk about they talked about more of the mechanics. Even though power shots will always be my darling.
Yeah, power shots. I'm kind of missing those.
Yeah, even despite that, I like how it's actually more how there's a lot more technical aspects and specific timings. It's like that's something that even
that was the problem with what was the previous one? Island Tour.
no
Power. The previous Mario Tennis.
Power Smash or something
Power
like that?
Smash, where it was pretty much just tennis.
It was pretty much just tennis,
had
and you
no
got like a
mechanics.
big power up, and
Yeah, so
now
this
he's
is going in the
stronger.
complete opposite direction. We're like, yeah, people want
And
complex stuff
it's
in
kind of
their
like the
Mario Tennis
GameCube
games.
one as well, because when the GameCube one came out, it was like, awesome! Can't wait for the ultimate. Well, there's no. Okay, that's fine, because the GameCube one still has its charm. But just like that's fine. The mechanics are. The mechanics are a bit dumbed down. Okay. But then when Power Smash came, it was like, now you could be bigger. Just like, where's my dragon shots, man?
Yeah, so the problem with story mode is that they specifically said the first story in the Disney Channel announcer voice, the first story mode since Super Mario Tennis Power Tour.
If they remade Power Tour.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No, hold on. Shut up. I'm thinking about it.
I can't think about it because when I
Dude.
get back to reality,
Dude,
I'll be sad.
Listen. Tears are literally welling up in my eyes right now. I've never thought of like such a beautiful sight in so long.
You know, since we know 3DS games to 2019,
Yes.
it's possible.
It is possible, and that would be like a first buy for me. Just like if I were in America, and just like I'll be here freaking 4 a.m, maybe earlier because people are crazy.
That would be the only game I'd ever buy. Like preload the game to 3DS, and that's probably
Just
the
a
first game I've ever done.
pre-order, get some. It's just like that already has me. That if they ever. If they ruined it though, that would be
oh god, that's the risk with certain remakes.
Yeah,
but yeah, Tennis Aces because
my only thing is that
I was thinking that
I hope the break the racket thing doesn't become annoying.
Yeah, because I was thinking that thing kind of seems super overpowered.
I feel like maybe they simplified. Maybe there is just like in order so that a rally doesn't last forever. So it's more like if you're really skilled with like block timing and stuff like that, then a rally could last forever because it's the balance of skill of attack and defense.
And then they say there's the energy gauge, slowing down time, the blocking. Like, okay, this seems to be enough to counteract.
Yeah,
this.
That plus the story mode is like, you know what? All right, you've given me enough to believe in this being a good game. And so it's no Power Tour, but still.
Yeah, I also like that they said normal mode. If all of this sounds incredibly overwhelming, just ignore it. Which sounds good.
Yeah,
because I was thinking a lot of people are like.
I mean, I'm not gonna play.
I'm
not gonna play normal mode. You think I'm tired of normal?
If I could play normal mode, I'd just play that on Power Tour.
Duh. But yeah.
The story mode looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. My guess is that the completely original story, original characters thing in Power Tour will stay unique to Power Tour.
Hopefully, the story has enough wackiness as like the first cutscene of Mario Tennis for the GameCube. Because the one for Mario Golf and Tennis for the GameCube ones, their intro cutscenes. I need to show them later because they're so full of charm and life, and it's so great.
No, it's a computer. If you don't remove that, which is fine. But basically, another thing I was going to say is that this is my last thing. It seems like there are pseudo power shots, but they don't seem to be as expansive. I saw only two different types.
I hope like Strikers and Power Tour, that maybe they'll fix it up to be a bit more.
Actually, yeah, I did
specialized.
see some because I saw some cutscenes before Reach, and they're really pushing that Waluigi is some sort of sex god because I don't know, but
I wouldn't have put it like that, but okay.
but yeah, those unique cutscenes made me think that they're going to be unique.
I always
power
put that
smashes.
Waluigi always had some dark power that warps dimensions because they remember.
No,
in
that's
Pa-
Luigi.
No, well, yeah, that's true. But remember Waluigi special defensive shot was that he turned like the arena into into like some sort of dimension water and swim through it with a huge L symbol in it. And I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah, that was always weird, and I like the whole the whole Rose thing because they're kind of saying, okay, we actually need to solidify something about Waluigi.
Yeah.
Let's just do this.
I
A weird choice.
Yes, but it's a good. I don't like saying a good choice, nonetheless, but it's a choice.
unique.
Yes, it's a unique choice, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
Here, the thing with Undertale.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, but what I love, if you went to Twitter, if you went on Toby Fox's account, you'd see, yeah, Undertale's coming to Switch. But did you see that Smash trailer, guys? It's just like,
Yeah.
I love this guy.
He is great, and great developers are something we need nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Joke was so cheesy.
Yeah,
I also like-
thus you love it.
Yeah, I also like that Nintendo practically allowed some of the people to say, I want to announce this my way. So they made the Undertale guy make his own trailer, pretty much. Octopath Traveler got his own thing, etc., etc. They obviously they couldn't make South Park get its own trailer.
Yeah, because I was
I was waiting for
was
bad
waiting.
words.
I was just waiting. I love how they specifically, when doing the title, they specifically pronounced it the cleanest way possible.
Yeah, that guy painstakingly say butthole. He's very
and
painstakingly
yet somehow
separated the words.
exactly, and yet somehow still not in a way that put it in of that action. So it's just like butthole. Just like no, he did it. I bet he went through
So much
some
practice.
practice. Because I was just waiting, just like, oh my god, I can't make fun of this. This guy knows what he's doing.
He's like, which I guess we're talking about South Park.
I guess
now,
we are
so-
talking about South Park now. Could have been out of order.
It's well, this is out of order as well.
I think. I don't know.
So, as in the list we're looking at.
Yeah.
The thing is that it's not entirely surprising. It's surprising just how far because we know they're going to have adult games on the Switch.
Yeah, yeah.
We know Bayonetta and all of that, but I guess everyone thought there's going to be a limit because you don't know what Night Trap is, but that got banned.
I know what Night Trap is.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, there's a limit. I'm thinking, oh, I guess there's a much thinner limit than we thought because South Park's coming to it. I guess Ubisoft is all chummy with Nintendo right now, so it's not unsurprising.
I hate that you said Ubisoft because I'm just wondering about the next Rayman game.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things here that makes me think that wasn't announced, including a Power Tour remake. Nothing about Rayman. I mean, that's for E3.
Yeah, I hope so, and I hope. I'm always like.
Especially since the Rabbids are now in everyone's good graces.
Yeah,
again.
since that, hopefully we can get something that's. I like the Rayman system we have now, but hopefully we can get something a bit different. But yeah, now on to Captain Toad. I'll just take a back seat here. Say what you're saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying now is that the Wii U has never been more relevant. Between games that were ported to the Wii U from the Wii and GameCube, and games being ported away from the Wii U to the 3DS and Switch, this is the biggest middle finger of them all. And I think, personally, if the Super Mario Odyssey stages are also in the 3DS version, that will just be the ultimate destruction of the Wii U. Just once and for all. So I'm hoping the Odyssey stages are coming to the 3DS version because I'm getting the 3DS version.
Maybe it'll be DLC pack.
Maybe. Because they did say remake, they're adding Odyssey stages, and then after that they said there's also going to be a 3DS version. And I like the fact that there's a 3DS version because, again, they're not ignoring the 3DS. And they're also not ignoring the Switch.
With this kind of thing of puzzle, I'm always surprised you've never played the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series.
Yeah, but because for some reason, I have access to a lot of 3D games now, handheld games, and I don't want to bury myself in franchises.
It's not even so much just bury or Brendan. There's just stuff for you to try.
I know, but like I said, I'm currently playing 3D Mario, 2D Mario. I'm playing.
Did you finish
Country.
3D Land?
I finished 3D Land, and now I'm playing.
Oh well, technically you're playing Galaxy because I lent it to you.
Well, I'm playing Mario 64 because I know that the person who's making his Mario 64 Heroes ROM hack, he's finishing really soon. So I need to hurry up and actually finish Mario 64 so I can play his game. So there's so many, 3D Mario, 2D Mario, Donkey Kong Country. I'm playing other stuff. I actually completely drew a blank, but a lot of different things.
Yeah, but
so I can't play Mario versus Donkey Kong right now.
All right, that's fine. But you know what's better than fine Crash Bandicoot? Oh man, you don't seem to realize, man. First off, when I wanted
Sony
to try,
probably feels terrible.
No, listen.
Because it was never pure. I'm assuming, Sony games with Sony consoles with handheld games on Nintendo because it's a handheld. But this is just Activision was like, give me that. Putting it on everything.
It's something where I'm just like, first off.
And the worst part is that they were just about to say, okay, we lost Crash Bandicoot, let's release Knack. And then Crash Bandicoot just walked right and like, get out of here. And so they lost on every front.
It's something on the point where...
But everyone else wins.
It's something on the point where... When I was considering getting the original, because I have Crash 3 and Wrath of Cortex, and I had Crash 1 for a bit, but I'm like, okay, some of the mechanics of these games with how they handle things, especially Crash 1, oh my god, I was just like, I don't really want to go through it, but it's Crash. But the fact that I do plan on getting a Switch, and the fact that this is there is like, well, this is beautiful. If they ever wanted me to scream out like I did, surprisingly for Sonic Forces. Looking back on that in retrospect, like, you poor man. What you were so full of hope. But if they ever wanted me to scream out like I did for Sonic Forces, they would remake Twinsanity, which is my favorite Crash game of all time.
That's coming. After Spyro.
No, here's the thing.
Yeah, Spyro's coming back.
Here's the thing.
Probably to the Switch too.
I don't know if Twinsanity is coming because what might happen is that they just go on and make new games.
That's a good point.
But if anything, they just remake Wrath of Cortex again. But why did I say again? They just remake Wrath of Cortex. But Twinsanity, there's so much cut content in that. There was so much planned, but even with all of that cut, it is clearly a very unfinished game. Yet it is so phenomenal. If they just did that, I'll be all for it. Obviously, yes. But this is a hugely good idea. Just great because I've always wanted to play these remasters. And like, but I'm gonna have to get like a PS4 or something, and that's gonna be extra with the Switch.
Yeah,
well, all right, cool.
And that's kind of the problem with the Switch. Problem for other systems.
I don't really care. I'm getting
everything's coming to the Switch.
I'm getting what I want.
I don't need to buy. Okay, I don't need to buy a Wii U. You don't need to buy a PS4. You can just get the Switch and everything's coming to
I mean,
it's the thing that everyone wanted. A Nintendo system with enough third-party games that you don't need to get another system.
Yeah.
And that's what the Switch is.
Yeah.
And it's portable.
It's so great.
And I'm going to say this again during the Smash Bros video, but I want to say it now. Crash is coming to Smash before it comes to PlayStation Battle Royale.
Yeah, if they ever do another one.
PlayStation likes abandoning anything that isn't a success in the first 5 minutes.
Pretty much. But yeah, Splatoon 2 actually got me like super hyped. Because here's the thing, of course, when Splatoon 2 came, my problem with it was that it was the way how it was released, it was way too similar without too much to differentiate it. And the story mode was actually, it seemed like a step back. It seemed like a step back, and the final boss it had some missed potential, and the final boss was actually too easy, and I was just like,
Because I'm interested in Splatoon, when there are games I'm interested in, I try to avoid the story. So I know nothing about. I don't even know if Splatoon 1's story.
the fact that the call for an Octoling to be playable, just like they did that, but they didn't just like an Octoling skins or like now you can use characters. No, they're making an entire story. It's a huge new stuff, with a much deeper story. We were playing as a specific character going through all of this, and then they're going to
So
have an
8.
Yes.
Do we know up to 7?
Let's see. There's Agent 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know about I don't know about 5, 6, and 7. Wait.
Pearl and Marine are going to be 6 and 7.
Maybe they'll be, considering they're there. Yeah, probably. But
Man, so many. You grow up to be a musician. You never expect that you'll also be a secret agent.
I mean,
Well, actually, Splatoon. Who knows? Maybe they do.
it's so, there's so much that can be done with this. I truly hope that they don't. They go the mile that they need to.
I think they will, because they seem how many, like 80 test chambers.
Yeah.
Which made me think this is Portal. That was
Yeah,
the
that's
first
what-
thing
yeah.
From they were walking through the train, I'm like, this feels so Portal. And then yeah, it was. The thing is that this is the first paid DLC for Splatoon in general, right?
Yeah.
And I think they've earned it.
Yeah, I really think they do. This is what Splatoon 2 needed for me, honestly.
This is how you do DLC. I'm assuming Jim Sterling. Well, no, I know he specifically, but that's yeah. But before he stopped using first party games, this is exactly what he says as an example of this is DLC. You give a great helping amount. I can't talk today.
You can't talk ever, really.
That's a good point. A good large helping of free DLC, then a big substantial paid DLC to complement the free DLC, and no loot boxes.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no downside here.
I truly, this is something where I'm just like, okay.
Also,
Splatoon is already a fun game.
No, Splatoon's earned itself as a flagship Nintendo
Remember when it
franchise.
just came out?
And people are like,
man,
it's not going to sell 300,000 copies. I'm like, that's dumb.
That's
I
like-
was
that-
always hopeful
that's like
with
saying
Splatoon.
that's like saying that Old Spice body spray doesn't protect you for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing to say, I think.
Oh man. But
And
yeah,
speaking of Smash Bros, next video.
yeah, if we actually have that much, I'm sure you do, but who knows? Maybe I just need to look at that Smash Sun for inspiration.
The thing, yeah, that.
Wait, if we're talking about it, it will be in the Smash video. So yeah, go to the Smash video, plug.